Hello and welcome to another High Desert Four-Wheelers video. So today we are running a trail called Poison Creek. We're up in the Tahoe, Gardnerville area. There'll be two Jeeps with us today, myself and the person you see in front of us. This is probably one of my most favorite trails. It's not particularly difficult, but I just really like it. It's a trail that's not well traveled. It usually has a lot of trees and foliage, and we will be crossing a stream or creek. I'll be winding through that, going through it. So I just enjoy the trail, and I hope you enjoy it also, and we'll be taking the video as we go through it. Alright, so we're about to drop down into Poison Creek. The trail starts right about there and goes along this way here, and then we go along and follow it along this way here. So in the beginning I mentioned that there's a lot of green and foliage and all that, but it looks like a fire went through here. It's been about 2 years since I ran this trail, and yeah, it's terrible. So we got a fire out here and cleared everything out, so it's not as... Was it last summer? Yeah. Oh yeah, so we missed out. One of the cool things though is that it rained really well this last winter and the winter before, so we should see some water for sure. In the previous years I ran it, they were all dry years, so we didn't get as much water. But anyways, this should be a good run. Looking forward to it. Alright, so this is the beginning of the trail here, as you can see. Not a lot of room for mistakes, I should say. So you want to pay attention when you're coming down it. We're at the bottom of the trail, and we should be dropping into the creek here pretty soon.
The creek on your left.
Oh yeah, I see it right there. Yeah, so our creek's to our left. We've got water running. Well, it looks like somebody's come through here and cut out some of the trees. I know there's a local club that maintains it. I just don't know how often they get out here or when they get out here, but it looks like they were out here, kind of cleared up the trail for us, which is cool. Doing a lot of crossings just like the one we just did, where we kind of sneaking through the canopy, across the stream to the side, and then go a little bit further down and then do the same thing again. I think there's one or two sections that we kind of follow the stream. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a few years it's been on here on this trail, like I mentioned earlier. Yeah, it looks like we're going to follow it a little bit here. Too, so you want to have your doors on, your uppers on. I got my uppers on. I usually leave them off. Try to keep the brushes and branches and things from getting in the Here's a side view of the stream. Got a little reflection from my uppers, but get the idea what it kind of looks like. There too. Somebody was in here with a chainsaw that cut off that log or that fallen tree to our right. Trying to get caught on it as I go around here. Alright. Looks like we made it through. Sideways. Sideways here. Alright, and alright, it made it through. Looks like Travis might have got a little stuck there. So there are a couple of spots in here that you can get a little sideways, so you gotta be careful. I don't particularly like it when we lean over at an angle. Definitely makes me feel uncomfortable. And if you're on a slope that's wet and grassy, even
the big rock at the apex of that last turn, I had to turn on the front lockers to get over it. Otherwise, it's one to push you into the tree.
Copy that, thanks. So yeah, Travis had to use his front lockers to get up that last little incline that we went up. So I got a little story for you guys. When I first ran this, or when Travis first took me on it, I should say, I was following him and we were coming in the opposite direction. And we're following along, and then all of a sudden it looked like the trail just ended, like there's nowhere else to go. And his wife, and then my wife was with us, his wife was like really upset at him for getting us lost. And oh, this is pretty cool. Let's see if I can get this on film. So he's dropping down into the stream right there. We're gonna follow right behind him. I don't know if you can still see him or not. Anyways, so to finish the story, I was looking around and I just started walking upstream, just jumping from rock to rock, and that turns out to be the way the trail went. So we jumped back in our Jeeps and then headed up the trail. So, anyways, just a funny little story from when we ran it the first time. And back then I was running, I had a 96 ZJ, had 33s, a rear locker, and then a limited slip locker in the front. section of the stream. I honestly thought there'd be more water down here, given the last 2 years have been wet. But this seems a little bit dry to me. Maybe even drier than what I recall seeing in the past.
Bank, it cuts inside.
Say again?
I'm not sure where to go.
Alright, stand by. I think that's the trail actually in front of us there. It's just maybe washed out. Hey, why don't we get out and have a look-see?
Let's keep your eye out for snakes.
Alright, so...
It's going to drop left on me.
Yeah. You need a spot?
I don't think so.
So the trail washed out, we're going to have to go around this way. He has to go wide to cut through. Since he's in a TJ, should be a little bit easier for him than what it would be for me. So he has to get between those two trees right there. Oh yeah, easy. So we're gonna go through ourselves. Here's the main creek itself right here. So the trail is washed out further on up, and that's why we have to go around. Right, so here we go. Go a little bit wide. We'll drop down in, and then on up the hill. You see, other Jeeps have been hitting the bark on that tree, trying to swing it wide. I'm running both my front and my rear lockers just to make sure I got the traction. Yeah, it's as hard as it'll go. I may have to back it up and repoint it. Yeah. Gonna make that turn, I gotta back up. Alright. Yeah, so we're gonna back it up. How's that look? Good? Alright. Alright. That's all the driver I got. Alright. Easy breezy. So one thing I want to point out is that these streams, they have like sharp edges, or the banks can be sharp. Like, I don't know if you can see it or not, but right up over here, it just kind of drops off. And that's where the trail was. It just went across this way here. And then it got washed out during one of the storms, so we had to go around. But it's gonna be hard to see because there's a lot of grass and trees and brush and things, and so you want to be careful if you're near a stream because you could easily drop into one of those. All right, dropping down into another stream. The stream, I should say, not another stream, but the stream. So it looks like we're going to follow the stream. thing to think about when you're going down the stream or any stream is that there's rocks underneath the water that you may not be able to see. So you don't want to just haul butt down it, because you may find yourself tagging a rock.
Go straight through the creek.
Copy. Let me catch up to you. So just take your time and cruise on through it. So you definitely don't want to break down in the creek itself. There's Travis. I think we'll go this way. Like that. Hit a rock I didn't see underneath the water.
Couldn't remember if you could go straight or not. There's too many changes with the fire.
Yeah, that and all the storms.
Yeah, you can go around a corner that you used to be able to, and it'd be piled up with trees.
Show you guys the creek. Zip up my window. Oh, looks like Travis may have. Looks like we're supposed to go left here, actually. What I can tell. Those branches are cut off to our left. So let's see if I can scoot over here. Well, there's the trail. So a little bit further back there was a trail that kind of offshoots to the left. It's kind of a small rocky trail that goes up and over the hill that's to the left of the creek here. That goes off to Hot Springs area. The trail itself is just a long trail of just small boulders bouncing around. I don't particularly care for it or like it very much. But the hot springs is kind of cool if you ever get there. I know I saw some YouTube videos on it. People just kind of cruise out there. There's other ways to get to it besides that way, the way I just described. But just wanted to mention that. Trees. Here's something I'm going to show you guys. So I got my camera going underneath. You can see the water. Camera looking at my front axle, and I just drug over a rear axle, dragging over it also. A couple of rocks in the stream itself. Here, I'll show you real quick. So there's the front, and here's the rear axle. So I'll put it on the front camera. See him running over some rocks there. Must be rear. Yeah, see? Right there. So I'm not getting over that. I wasn't paying attention, I was filming. My wife would be yelling at me about this. Yeah, you can see how high that rock is. So I'm gonna have to get around that. Alright, so I gotta pay attention. Okay, so I backed up, and I think I can get around the rock. I'm gonna go, and that's the rock right there that we were hung up on earlier. So I'm gonna go a little bit to the driver's side and see if I can get around it that way. Oh, maybe not. Let's put on the rear camera. See if we can get through there. Yeah, so my front driver, keeps wanting to push me to the passenger side, so I can't straddle it there. So I think what I'm gonna have to do is, where are we at? There's that rock right there. I think I might have to go a little bit more on the passenger side to try to get over that thing. If my wife was here, she would be yelling at me for not paying attention. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop filming and see if I can get through this. Okay, I'm back again. So this is the rear axle. The rock that right there is the one that kept on hanging up on, and I couldn't get through it on the driver's side, going on the driver's side, because of that steep incline there, and kept pushing the Jeep over. So I went on the passenger side, and that looks like it was a ticket. So I'm gonna go ahead and motor on through.
You need me to come back?
No, it's okay. I'm good. I'm through it, actually. And we're through. At least that section. Those rocks are hard to see. As you can tell, I hit them every now and again. When I was in my 96 ZJ, it was a little bit lower to the ground, and there was a rock one time that I got caught up on, and I couldn't get off of it. I ended up turtling on it, and it was like the middle of a field, a swampy field on this trail. So Travis had to come back, and so I could anchor to him and yank myself out. But just something.
A little bit of a rough idle.
Something to kind of think of. Yeah, are you overheating or getting hot? Maybe you're getting a little vapor lock.
No, something's going on.
There's another rock.
It's not revving very well.
Hopefully the Jeep is all right.
I'm staying 200 to 210.
That's good. I'm a little bit above 210 right now, but I'm running the air. So Travis just put an electric fan on his Jeep, and he's trying to see how it works out. I still got the mechanical fan that came stock. So if you run the air at lower RPMs, the Jeep will tend to overheat. But if I keep it in a lower gear, like right now I'm in first, and I run the RPMs up between 1500 and 2000, then I get enough airflow to keep the Jeep cool. Right now I'm running right at 210, so I'll just keep the RPMs up. And it's starting to drop, so we're good. Copy that. yeah, it was kind of tough to see the trail itself because everything's so overgrown. And that's why you want to be careful not to get too close to the stream, which is to our right. And then end up dropping off. Looks like we're good. Yep, we're good. All right. So Travis dropped into across the stream again. Looks like he might be stuck on something. Do you need a spot, or are you?
No, I'm trying to miss this big ass branch.
There we go. Let's see if we get through. Let's see if I duck underneath that same branch and just catch it on. There we go. All right, we got through it. Kind of wondering if this is the spot I got stuck with my ZJ. It looks familiar. Plenty muddy.
Up a little.
All right, I'm backing up.
Fucking slush.
All right, we'll just follow him.
Stinky too.
You know, I think that's you. I don't think it's this.
Thought I was downwind from you.
Drop down in there. We'll wash that mud off our tires. Alright, now the section we're going to go through, so right there, you can see a drop off on the passenger side, so you want to be careful going through here. That one we saw because there's nothing growing around it, but you never know. Those tree branches are not nice to the paint.
Well, I hope there's no big rock because I can't see shit.
I'll let you know when you hit a big rock.
Thank you, you're helpful.
You see the trail's overgrown here. So we weren't exactly sure which way
Yeah,
to
this is
go.
right.
Oh, yeah. So I guess we found it. is in front of me. Difficult to see the trail. Ooh, looks like he's getting a little sideways there. You all right? Back up and get some room. Need a spot? Hey Travis, why don't you hold on a second? I'll get out and give you a spot.
I think I got it. I'm out of the hole.
Okay. I mean, there's a tree to your right, so I don't think you're going anywhere, but you definitely were sliding. Oh, there you go. You went back in it again. Hey, let me get out and get in front of you. Hold on a second, okay? All right, so I'll go ahead and get in front of him. I gotta back up because I can't get out with these trees in the way. Yeah, stand by, Travis. I'll be right there. Oh, looks like you made it through. That's a hole. Oh, maybe not. So here we go. So we're going to stay to the right, passenger side, even though Travis is getting a little stuck there. And the reason why is because we have to go to the right to get through it. So we're going to be leaning at an angle that is not comfy. Oh man, those trees are ripping off my lights. There's my light. Crap. Alright, so I'm gonna go a little more past, or sorry, driver, and just kind of cut it over maybe. Oh shit. There we go. Alright, so I'm hitting something, I think. Alright, let's see. See if I can get through this way here. Alright, we're gonna try to bump it up. Yep, there we go. Alright, I made it through. Just had to bump it like you mentioned. Oh man, that was terrible. Woo. Alright, so I had to reposition myself around that rock. of an angle on the slope and get some grass, so you don't want to slide into the stream. So I'll put my front lockers on just to make sure, and yeah, just cruise right out there. So that was good. That was pretty much the trail in itself. I hope you enjoyed it. That was a lot of fun for me. I definitely enjoy zigzagging through the streams and through all the foliage on the trail. And as you can see, not a lot of people use it, although it has been maintained, so that's good. For the most part, it's been maintained anyways. Right now we're heading back out towards the river. I don't remember the name of the river, but we're heading towards the river. And then I'm out from there. So if you are interested in joining us on any of these trails, the club meets the first Tuesday of the month, and the best way to get hold of us is through Facebook or Instagram, and we'd love to have you. The meetings where we talk about the trails we've been on and planning future trails. So if you'd like to be part of it, please come on out. We'd love to have you there with us. Until next time, bye. Over to my left here is the river I mentioned earlier. It's flowing pretty good. In the previous years when it wasn't so, when they didn't have a wet winters, we were able to cross it pretty easily, but it's a lot of water now, so we're not going to be crossing it. Well, we're gonna head back to the house. We completed the trail, and